Back at the garden this morning, my lovely assistant is burning holes, even though this isn't what I wanted, okay? But sometimes you have to pivot. So my goal this year was to not lay any new plastic, but I literally can't stay on top of the weeds in this old hay field, and I have just succumbed to plastic. Now, I'm gonna work all winter on doing the wood chips in the bare soil with the compost on top, because that's working really well. I just don't have time to do all of that to this. And that's okay. Sometimes we have to compromise. I'm talking to myself here. I had really crappy germination on my first sowing of corn. I planted this in June. Like, it took a long time for our soils to warm up this year because we had a cool, wet spring. And so I felt like June was a safe time. Crappy germination. But that's okay, because I ran out and I went to my local farm store and I got seeds that I still have enough time to grow. Guys, you still have, all you have to do is know your last average first frost date. Mine is around October 15th. Could be a few weeks earlier, could be a few weeks later, you never know. I personally still have 102 days left of my growing season, and this corn takes 65 days to maturity. So I could sow this up until probably late July and still get a good harvest of corn. And so while I will be missing my August organic, because I cannot find this anywhere near me, everyone is just conventionally farming their sweet corn. So I will wait for mine because I know it's better. So while I will be missing out on August grilling season of corn, I will still have September corn and enough to put away in the freezer. So if you get knocked down by your circumstances or timing, or the first time you planted it, it did not meet your expectations, it's okay. Try again. There's no rule that says, well, if I miss this one deadline, I can't do it anymore and I have to wait till next year. Ignore it. Anyway, I am also sowing some shelling beans that I still have time for, and maybe I can talk him into putting up a little trellis so I can put some pole beans, because I also have not planted any bush beans, and that's fine because those also take only about 55 days to have beans. We have time, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna get busy because this is a lot of corn. Also, I'm trying to beat the heat because it's going to be disrespectfully hot today, and I don't want to be working out here on this black in the heat of the day. I'm already sweating. But if you wanted to know, I've never heard of this corn before, it's just what they had. Oh, this is the longer one. Early Sun Glow. Takes 65 days to maturity, and we'll see how she is. I am going to take my chances and do this one too, and it's 78 days. The problem with trying to figure out how many days you really have left of your growing season going into the fall is you always have to tack on a few days or a week or two onto the days to maturity, just because you have less and less sunlight as the summer goes on. So this probably won't be, well, this will probably still be around 65 to 70 days, but the longer varieties might take a week or two extra. But I'm going to plant it because you never know, and I would rather try and fail than never try at all, right?
Cool.
Why don't you grab a pack and start at that end? Put 2 in each hole.
Put 2 in each hole?
Yeah.
Why 2?
Because you don't know if you're going to have 100% germination, and you don't want to have empty holes. I'm training him.
Hands on the wheel of my 13 Ford. It's me and you. I'm zoning out and you're acting bored. Don't remember the last hour, the last years. Did I hurt you bad? You grabbed my hand. Did you get lost down in sleepers?
Next up on the to-do list that, I didn't get done yet. I have some beans growing in the front garden, but green beans to a Midwestern or Southern family is essential. Plus, it's one of my kids' favorite vegetables that they'll eat without coaxing. And so I have to grow it. We also are a big fan of like sausage, green beans, and potatoes. Classic Midwestern staple. I'm pretty sure that's called Hoosier or something. I have a couple different varieties of beans that I always grow. And they're mixed up in this bag because I save the seeds every year. And my favorite bush bean of all time is the dragon tongue bush bean, because not only is it beautiful, it's stringless. I love like a long flat pod of bean. Plus, I love to eat green beans raw, and it is super sweet. One of the sweetest green bean varieties I've personally tried. And I've been growing it since the year I started gardening, and there's never ever going to be a year that I will not grow it. It's that good. So if you are a green bean connoisseur and you haven't tried that one yet, highly recommend. I also have Provider, which is like a basic green bean. And then a purple variety called Celine, maybe. And that one's okay. You have to pick it earlier. It gets like lumpy and tough, but overall, this is a great blend. You get all the colors, all the beauty, and production. And so that's what I have mixed up in this bag. And you might think like this is a crap ton of green beans for one family, but I preserve enough green beans for a year because we'll eat them fresh in the summer, all winter long, all spring, and then again until we get more beans. So I'm just using this little hoe handle to poke a hole because it would hurt my finger to poke a bajillion holes. And I just like to willy-nilly plant these, and by willy-nilly I mean I don't know what variety I'm sticking in the hole. Because then when you go to harvest them, it's a nice mixture of all the beans you like. Instead of like one full thing of one full thing of the other. It already comes pre-mixed. So when you go to can it, it's balanced in varieties. I'll tell you a little story while I'm planting beans if you'd like to hear a lighthearted conversation. Me and my husband, 11 years ago, okay? We had known of each other before, but to be honest, I thought he was really annoying. That sounds funny now, but he just like talked a lot. And I really appreciate that now because I'm not a talker, believe it or not, and I'm the one with the YouTube channel. But like in public, like I'm very introverted. I like to keep to myself. And so when we go places, I can rely on him to talk for me. And I really appreciate that later in life. But in the beginning, I was like, man, this guy never shuts up. Okay, but one of our first dates, it was a double date, I believe. We went fishing at nighttime. I used to be a night owl. I cannot hang at all anymore, okay? But, so we went catfishing, or whatever we thought we were going to catch. I don't think we caught anything, but like laughs and love. And when we left, it was me and my best friend and then Kale, and I don't think that he brought a friend. Maybe he did. I don't know. I can't remember. I was focused on my sweetie. Anyway, so we went fishing. I didn't catch nothing but some mosquito bites everywhere across my body. And we decided that we were going to drive around, you know, as one does when you're young. You just drive around aimlessly and wait for something, you know, exciting to happen. But we went to the river, and by river I mean creek. And we just swam. There's a spot, I don't even know if it's there anymore, but I really want to find out because, you know, as you get older, you would just like a little glimpse of like being young for one day, even if I have to pay for it, you know, for the next 3 days after that, because that's the point in life I'm in. We went to a spot with an old rope swing, and this is one of like my fondest memories, and we just like giggled and played and swam, and that's probably the night we fell in love with each other. But I really just want to do that, and I want to show my kids that like that world exists. That you can just like play and swim in a creek and let go of all your troubles.
Might as well back a little sweaty.
I'm just like not even sweating anymore. My pores are just open and it's pouring out. Got a little shirt full of berries, and I think I'm gonna go back to the house, make my kids some breakfast yogurt breakfast. Last time I checked, they were still asleep because we were out later than usual for the 4th of July yesterday. But while I love the berries, I like strawberries more, and raspberries is my daughter's favorite fruit, so I'll save her some. For the people out there like me that get eaten alive by every single bug that has ever graced the face of the earth, okay? I read somewhere online, I'm sure, that bugs don't like clove, and I know that I have clove oil sitting in my thing where I keep all of my good smells, you know? And so this is just a little container of liquid coconut oil and like maybe 20 to 40 drops, I don't know, I don't count, of clove oil, and I am telling you, this is the best bug spray that's non-toxic, good for you, and you're not like putting a pesticide on your skin. This works for both mosquitoes and flies. So here on the farm, I have lots of flies because where there are cows, there are flies. And I just had to share that little bit of knowledge with you because it has saved my life. In all honesty, it is certainly too hot to have lit a fire, but I'm here by myself. The boys are at the neighbors, Evie's at her grandma's, and I'm just relaxing. The only way I know how, by doing something else. We're getting lots of tomatoes now, aren't we?
I can eat some. You're just dropping them. You're just dropping them. I found some of these. Do I pick them? Alright. Ooh, this one's all the way orange. Ooh, do I pick these? Found some big ones.
I guess we're getting to the point of the year when I need to start checking my plants every day because I don't think I checked these today or yesterday.